I started my day with seeing you half naked.
Oh yeah. You saw me half naked.
Kudos to me.
I ain't right. I
You
ain't.
know,
Hold on. What's this other? My fault. Had to, had to check some stuff out. Yeah. You synced it. I had to make a point. You know what I'm saying, to let you know how it is. He asked the question, and I had to basically explain what it was. And let me give you an example so you can see how I got
said, what is
that.
going on? Lewis
That's
got
how
his shirt
I got.
off.
That's how
You
I
got
got that.
motherfucking Marlon jiggling his titty. I said, you know
Hey,
what?
man.
That's the way you start your Saturday morning now.
Hey,
I
man.
had
But
some dollars.
I ain't mad. My titties fit my frame. You understand? Like they nice. They not sloppy. They nice. You understand what I'm saying? I have nice titties, man. I'm lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones, man. I already know how it is.
Hey,
So
I'm
so I
jealous.
tell nah, don't be Wimbish. Don't be. I tell all my big brothers, man, just get your titties right. Like when you losing weight, because me losing weight now, make sure your titties are still nice. You don't want them that they up under your underarms as you lose weight. But then women would be like, I'd rather you be fat. And I'm like, nah, bitch, I'm losing weight for health. So you rather me risk my health just
Yes,
for eye candy for you?
that's right. That's
Hell
right.
no.
Hell
But if you
yeah.
keep your titties right, then you know what I'm saying, she won't be like, it looked like somebody stuck a pin in your body and then hurried up and tied it up. Like it was going, the air was
Listen,
coming out, and then they stopped. So you don't want to have them kind of bodies, fellas. Coming to the big
listen,
dudes.
it is a transition. So first things first, welcome to the Love Below.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, you guys. I got LO in the house, Lawrence Owens in the house.
Landover's finest, Landover, Maryland's
What?
finest.
Real? I'm from Glenarden.
Landover.
Can we talk about that? I didn't know you was fan for real. You fan for real.
Man, I always let people know that Landover representing hell to the Redskins. Not hell, but hell, because they trash. Hell to them. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Landover in the building. E.G. County.
So how have you been dealing with this coronavirus so far?
Man, this corona has it forced me to learn about myself, the things that I already know that I might like ignore or put on the back burner, and the things that I might not have known, because you have to face them now. This COVID is making you face who you are, because you can't run from yourself. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to rectify and correct those that I might not agree with, or might can come off wrong or give off a negative energy to people. So let me work on that now. No excuse for that. So when this break, my aura, my energy and spirit should even be better than what it was. Because I done had great days, but I done had poor days. But it should only be better now, because I'm able to work on that every day. So
I know
what it
that's
is.
right. There is definitely a lot of self-reflection going on. And some people, such as yourself, are going to come out of this better. Hopefully it will also prove beneficial as far as a lot of people's comedy is concerned, because I would think that, the creative mind, people in the lab right now, just, letting it flow, letting it flow, letting it flow. So
Hey man, I hope so, but it's not as easy as it sounds, man. That's what I'm doing, letting it flow and putting pen to paper as
mhm.
far as that. But the thing is, the stage is more or less like a release. And when you have no release, it's the equivalent of a dude jacking off, or a girl chopping him off, and he get ready to bust. She be like, hold on, I'll be right back. No, you ain't gonna hold on and be right back. You understand what I'm saying? He'll
Is
hold it,
in
he'll
blue
hold it,
ball?
he'll hold it and run and chase you all around. Nah, blue balls is when you can't. I'm talking about like the sensation of it. Like, cause I can still write and I can still be creative. But if I don't have a way to get it off, it's like that's a frustrating feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? And fellas who really dealt with women know what I'm talking about. Or just stroking. You get the stroking and you about to, and then something enter your mind, and then your whole sex project go, is it? That's it. You like, no, now ain't the time. Now ain't the time. And then you looking at her and she, you need, you gotta, come on, man. Look, I'll give you $30 more. Just come on. And then that's when the equivalent, yeah, but that's when the beauty of titties come in. Just suck on my titties and that's me. That's what works for me.
So. Most dark skinned niggas do like having their nipples licked. I'm just saying.
Hey man, dark skin is what it is. You understand? That's how we do. Well, that's how I do. Cause it's always that one man do I ain't you gonna fake all that
they
for
be lying.
For old. Yeah, I know that. I know they be lying. I'm telling you what I like. That's the new head. You understand? Because a lot of women don't bop you off. You understand?
Where'd you go? Oh.
Now everybody want to call. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to call. But nah, most women bop you off with an attitude like, Baba, come on. Nah, man, hit these. Matter of fact, suck this polo man. Like,
right.
That'd be the target. Suck the polo man off. You know what I'm saying? And watch my shit grow inches I ain't think I had. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, what's up? Who trying to just the hole right here? Just the hole. Hold on now.
Slow down.
Yeah, we up. Oh yeah, what's up?
So with you're a single guy, Lawrence? Or are you in a relationship?
Yes.
You're a single guy? So have you had a tremendous effect on your sex life due to coronavirus? Like, is it keeping you from being able to have a partner, or you sneaking out with your mask and your gloves on?
Let me tell you something, man. I jacked off so much during this COVID that I was asleep one time and I heard somebody on the phone like crying to the police. I thought somebody was in my house. My penis then called the police and said, please come get him. I'm tired of the beatings. I'm just sick of I can't take any more beatings. I have nothing else to give. This is it. It don't make any sense. I'm talking about just, it's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? I know me. When people say get to know me, I know me. So, I'm gonna have to show women, no, do it this way. Let me show you. Because I know.
So now you got battered dick syndrome.
Man, what? Let me tell you something, man. When I get back to sleep, and the thing is, this the thing that women don't understand why they put pressure on men. If you get with a dude who's really been to himself quarantining, and once he hits you off and he ejaculates fast, don't make fun of him. That means he really was taking care of himself. Because that means he ready full of gold. So it's like, and if you got the best box like you women claim they have, my shit fire, you know what I'm saying? Them 2 strokes, I should be like, he should be ready to go. He should be ready to throw up. And that should be it. That should be it.
Yeah.
Black. So you should be like, ladies should be like, yeah. But women be like, you mean to tell me that I dropped my kids off, I want to hear all that, man. Don't do that, homie.
Yeah, what type of chicks you dealing with?
Hey, man. I done dealt with them all.
Listen, because your impersonations, they got to come from somewhere.
It comes from experience. So I done dealt with them. That's what I was attracted to when I was younger. The hood chicks, man, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll let you know something because it was easier, man, because it's like I didn't have to work as hard. You come over there with something that they need, and that was the barter. So I was into that. You know what I'm saying? You need a light bill, cell phone bill paid, your child needs something. I got that. You understand what I'm saying? So they was like, okay, then let's get it. You got it, let's get it. But after a while, that mentality, it wears on you because it's like, that's where you want to be. That's what you want to do. Like I tried to make hoes in a housewife when I was younger. You can't do that. You can't turn no hoe into a housewife because when you need her to step up and be a woman, all she know how to do is be a hoe. And most women who, and I'm not judging at all, because that's what I was into. I'm telling you my experience. Yeah. So most women who choose to exchange sex to get things done, that's where that mentality goes when it's time for you to hold yourself accountable. When I need you to step up, all you know how to do is fuck your way out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? Or run behind another dude. And that was my maturity to say, nah, because a lot of dudes can't handle hoes, man. He happy that he getting turned out. So that nigga might be willing to do anything to protect that. You understand?
Mhm.
And now that nigga might come at you. Like, dog, you mad at me? You know what I'm saying? That, hey, man, every dude that's not mature enough to go, you know what? Is her. They just see another nigga be like, hold on, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who getting this dick sucked with banana pudding tonight, nigga. You or whatever. You understand? And that's that's called that sucker for love mentality, man. But
Yes.
I done been there, man. I done been on both sides, but I'm glad I matured my way up out of there, because that ain't where it's at.
So with going through this quarantine, and then now you've had these moments of self-reflection, has that also influenced, do you think, the type of woman that you would choose going forward? Or has your influence on what you choose going forward only come with age?
Nah, it's with me it's age, man. This quarantine is not gonna affect, because now I know how to categorize women. Like, if it's somebody that I want, it's gonna be who I want, and I'm gonna let her know why I want her. You understand? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not pressed for pussy anymore. Them days over with. I've been the days where I chase pussy. I've been the days where I paid for pussy. I done had days where, when I was doing comedy, and the women just come at me. You understand? And I'm striking women. Like, I done been through all that, and it's like I have nothing to show for that. Nothing. What, just to tell people I fucked a lot? What's that? You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Like, that, after a while, that shit be like, I don't even converse with dudes about it. Like, a lot of people be proud, and being around cats like that, I'm like, you haven't matured yet. If you still thinking striking every woman that walk, or every woman you talk to is the coup de grace, so be it. But I done
Mhm.
been there. Trust me, I done been there. Nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? Not a dime in my pocket. I'm thinking of all the money I spent on the women that I slept with and the women that I didn't sleep with. You understand what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sure will come in handy right now during this COVID. I'm gonna tell you that.
Huh. Won't it? That whole fund can
It
pay
sure will
some
come in,
bills.
man.
Boy.
Man, what? But I don't know, man. I'm different, man. I meet, and it's funny because now I want to meet the women who like I had when I was young, and now I'm mentally strong. I want to meet the women that I can just strike, and she go her way, I go my way. But the women I meet now don't want to do that. They have so much respect for me. You understand what I'm saying? That they feel a certain kind of way if I do something with them early off the break. It's like they want to be with me, and it's like, damn. You get what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? Life is a contradiction. When I
Yeah.
was younger, and all the, you know what I'm saying, I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, just hit and then let her be on her way or whatever. You ain't think about your future. Now it's like, where them women at?
They're
We can do it.
older.
We can, right. We can do it,
Listen, they're
but
also
I'm
older.
trying to build. I'm trying to, like, all right. I
Yeah.
mean, I gotta listen to what the hell you gotta say, and
That's
listen to
funny.
women, man. Listen to women. Come
Full-time
on, T
job,
Ray.
right?
Man, it's a full time or part time. It's active duty. It's everything. Cause you got to be able to follow. Cause y'all think y'all talk A B C D E. Y'all don't talk like that. Y'all talk A X Q A A Z, the number 9. RS. That's how. And a dude got and if a dude can't follow that, y'all get mad at him.
So
Y'all get mad at him.
let me ask you this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it so much that women, because that kind of sounds like speaking in circles. Um, I don't necessarily think I speak in circles, but somebody who's dated me may say otherwise. But do you think that part of that could be a lack of focus on the man's end? Like, some men
That's
might
a that's
not
a
good
that's a
listen,
good that's
like
a good perspective. That could be the case. You know what I'm saying? But it can also be the case that you can be born with gray eyes. But so what's the percentage in that? So everybody who have gray eyes is they only what 2% of the people. I'm just trying to say for an example, but it could be it to the dude. But for the most part, nah, man, it's a scientific fact that because women are emotional, and the fact y'all emotional, that everything y'all do is doused and marinated in emotion. It's just that
that
simple. Whether you
that
think
is
you
true.
converse that way or not, Everything you do is dealing with it, whether your emotion is high or low, everything is done with an emotion. And so what y'all don't understand is that when you are emotional and a female, y'all have the ability to manipulate the narrative. You understand? Y'all can move the goalpost anytime you want. And if y'all don't take advantage of that, y'all want to get kudos for that. It's like, I don't do that, but it don't make a difference. You have the ability to. That's like when white people like, I don't use white privilege. Well, that's on you, home. You have the ability to. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't get no pass, is what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, now if you want to blame men, because it's always that one dude who will come and just listen to everything you say because you're a female. Him being shallow will take over when a dude be like, dog, don't deal with T Gray. Man, nigga, you just hating. You just mad. All right.
Like I tried to tell you.
I tried to tell you.
So I'm not going to disagree with you. Women do speak more emotion. Men do speak more logic. But I do believe that sometimes you can meet halfway on that. I don't think that.
I agree.
I think that sometimes you can definitely meet halfway and have a better level of understanding.
It goes all the way back to who you are as a person, your experiences. It can be how you were raised. Like it takes a unique woman who doesn't play the victim. You understand? That's my number one issue with women. Stop playing the victim. You understand? I can deal with a lot of women's foolishness. I understand bartering. I can deal with your mouth of your attitude if you cook and keep the house clean. Like I understand how the world works. Like I said, everything is a barter. Nothing is free. You got to give to get. You want this woman who like outstanding, good job, make money, that's fine. A woman in that capacity, then you might have to deal with her arrogance. You might have to deal with her, you know what I'm saying, snobbish, like whatever the individual, what you choose to do, but understand it's a barter. No one is going to check off all the boxes. They're just not. But it's just certain things about women you got to know that comes with territory. Like women are going to have the last word. It's just period. Point blank. You're going to have the last word. You're going to be right about everything, whether you're right or not. So we really have to pick and choose our battles, man. My grandmother used to say is that you don't want to fight every battle because you're going to run out of ammunition when it's time for the war. You dig?
Yeah.
Like everything a woman says, fellas, you can't have an emotional reaction to it or everything she does. You have to really pick to say, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Because y'all don't know how to apologize and let it go. You understand what I'm saying? And you'd be surprised with men if you be like, my bad, I see what you're saying, I'm wrong. 10 times out of 9 minutes ago, that's it. We on to the next subject. So who going to the Super Bowl? But y'all thinking for us how y'all would do it. Thinking, well, if he came at me that way, I would say this. And therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. If y'all just, come up and be like, you know what? I'm talking about with sincerity. Don't say it the same. Be like, you know what? I was wrong, or you was wrong, however you do it. Hold yourself accountable, whatever words you use. But if you hold yourself accountable, you'd be surprised how many times men be like, all right. No matter how serious it is, he'd be like, all right. It can be a bait. I trapped you, you a funny comedian, and I thought you had money. So when I said I was on birth control, I lied. Like, all right, now it's the next step as a man. What can we do to fix it? You know what I'm saying? Or rectify. That's how men think. What we gonna do? What's next? Ain't no need to keep going back and at it and do all this stuff. You held yourself responsible. Man, a man will fight an angel in heaven for a woman like that. For a woman like that, shit, y'all should be putting the Smithsonian. You talking about rarity. It should be the Declaration of Independence, the ink pen that Frederick Douglass signed the Lincoln Douglas debates with, and her. You understand? Yeah.
Do you think with what you bring to the table that you have the potential to find that?
Oh yeah, but if we talking me specifically in that aspect, she got to be tough because of what I do for a living. And my problem is that the women who they see the outside, the exterior.
Yeah,
I can handle it. And with me, one of the worst things that turns me off is when you prove me right. Like when you insult my intelligence, it makes me go, because I tried to tell you, because I don't have anything to hide from you. I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I want you to know what you're getting into.
Right,
Because
right.
I'm not for the I didn't know. I'm not for the miscommunication, and I hate I thought I told you, didn't I? Nah, you ain't do any of that. So I'm gonna let you know what you're getting into. And women I've dealt with, I can handle it. Ain't no issue. I see, because I'll be the type. I'll be beside you, happy. And then when they see how I get down and how I am, now different issues or whatever's they're insecure about or whatever is a pet peeve it is, now it resonates. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Every woman don't get mad that I travel, but some might get mad because of the attention I get. You've seen me perform. You know how great of a comedian. I'm not just funny, I'm great. So I get underestimated when the attention gets around me. So a lot of times it ain't because there's women around me. It can be just the attention, period. Yeah. And I said, I try to tell you that. Now it's like, I can't. So now that's wasted time when I try to let you know what was going on. Mm-hmm. You did? So that can be frustrating. That's what I go through on my end. Because I tell every great person ain't on TV, movies, and sitcoms. They just not. Greatness is not defined by how many times you be on TV or your Instagram numbers or your followers. Greatness is the attachment, the identification, the significance of who you are and to the lane you're in. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yes.
I'm just a great stand-up comedian. Don't ask me about your transmission. I don't know. And I ain't gonna feel no certain type of way because I don't know.
Right.
You a man, you know how to change time? Nope. But I can get the money together and pay somebody to do it. So all is it, that's what I'm saying with me, you gotta be uniquely tough because I'm not with all the elementary foolishness, man. And that's just me, man. That's just me.
Hey, you gave us a lot. You gave us a lot. Gave us a lot. Because T. Gray forgot a goddamn question. So
man, no, it's cool because women gotta understand this, and I'm not bashing women. I love women, but they gotta understand if we are going to be in a relationship, it's about us.
Right.
I can make it about you. I can, but it might not be how your next door neighbor is because he got a 9 to 5, so he can come home every day and maybe throw flowers in the air. I might can throw flowers in the air maybe once a month. It doesn't mean I love you less. You got to understand what I do. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to work around what I do, it ain't gonna work. It's just not going, because I'm not doing anything else. I'm not. And that's the issue that I have, that, like you said word earlier, self-reflect. Women learn about themselves dealing with me. You're not as tough as you thought you were, and that's fine. You're not. You're a little bit more sensitive and softer than you thought you were. That's fine. You understand?
Yeah, dating a comedian is definitely not an easy feat. I know a lot of women that do, a lot of women who are married to comedians, engaged, whatever the case may be. We converse.
Losing their goddamn mind.
It's not an easy task. You damn sure better not laugh too hard at another motherfucker, but it's not an easy task.
But again, that depends on the individual, how he built. I wouldn't care if you laughed at everybody else, because my mindset is, I got you, I got the prize. Like if we walk somewhere and you titties popping, ass banging, I'm not jealous in that way. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I won. You going home with me. You did that. Right. But again, it goes back to who the individual is. Some dudes can't handle that, but it's like, but you chose to be in this lane where the court of public opinion matters.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to educate your woman on that. Look, T. Gray, when we go out, you know what I'm saying? Don't wear that bullshit because you're a representation of me. And it's not about being selfish or me running shit or you got to understand that, because I'm going to be on stage or moving around. Everybody looking at you. They know what I can do. They're looking at you. Because you'd be surprised that if you great and you got a good looking woman on your arm who conduct yourself properly, people will do more for you. It's crazy like that, but it's what it is. Mm-hmm. You got some raggedy ass, air grabbing ass, neck losing ass bitches. She in there fussing niggas. They ain't even gonna remember the greatness you did on stage. They gonna be like, damn, this what he like? as great as he is, this the best he can do. I ain't falling in the Get my money back for that CD I bought. I don't trust that shit.
Right.
The mentality is crazy like that, man. But
That's true.
what it is.
That's very, very true. So, Lawrence, what would be your best piece of sex advice?
Get as nasty as you can because women love nasty niggas. I don't give a fuck who it is. Fellas, don't you let these women try to Michelle Obama their way out of there. I don't, whatever, man. You get as nasty as you can the first time. Don't be afraid of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Eat her pussy till you burnt, nigga. Go in the ass, all of that. You show her that we gonna make our guardian angel like, oh my God, we gonna make them say, Jesus, don't look at them. Don't look at them. I'm telling you right now, Satan gonna be celebrating like these motherfuckers coming to see us. That's how you gotta be. You understand?
So
Don't hold shit back.
do you think with the coronavirus that it's going to change how nasty people get in the bedroom?
Hell nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, when we want something, we become detectives or we become scientists. If I really want something and you call, well, that's only a 3.2 call. It's not, if it was a 4 point, we'd make up some shit, T Gray. Especially if a nigga dig hard. Oh my God, well, you ain't cough that much, and you really cough to the east. And all black people are known for coming to the east because we just make up some. I'm telling you, man, as we trying to slide that motherfucker in. You understand what I'm saying? So now I don't think it's going to change anything. And God forbid when they get it contained, nigga, I might get pregnant because there's going to be some freaky ass women out here. You hear me? I'm going to put a baby up. I'm going to put a baby up in LO. I don't know what the fuck.
Listen, they coming for oh,
like, bitch, where your neck at? Don't worry about my motherfucking neck at, nigga. Where that dick at? Where that dick at? It's right here is where it is.
That's funny. They'll be lined up. Yeah, they be lined up in Lando, but I'm gonna be like, nigga, you
Man,
see that line?
yeah, exactly, man. It's no lack of confidence on my end. You know what I'm saying? A weaker-minded person called confident people arrogant. You got to figure them issues out, and somebody need to counsel you in private. I don't that guilt trip don't work with me. You understand? You gotta use your advantages to your advantage. That's what they're there for. It makes no sense if you have an advantage and don't use it. That's on you. It's not on me. That's on you. I would expect that of you, and I wouldn't get mad at you because when you're not judgmental, when you're not snobbish, you understand, and you don't take yourself seriously, then you can listen and understand other people. I don't mind learning women backstory, what's going on, but what we're not going to do is fake like you don't want to get down. I don't want to hear an excuse. I don't want to hear if I'm fat, this gut ain't going to be in the way at all. You're going to feel all dick. I don't want to hear I got braces. I ain't going to scrape your clit up. I ate pussy before the braces. I think I know how to do it with them on. You understand? So just keep it a buck with me. You don't waste my time because I'm not going to waste my time. You dig? And I'm not going to waste yours. And just because I come at you in a manner that may suggest that I'm trying to strike, it don't make me a bad person. Maybe at that particular juncture, that's the best thing I can offer is great sex. But, you know, women take offense to that. Is that what you think I am? It ain't about you, motherfucker. I'm telling you what I can do. You understand?
Yeah.
How about that? I'm telling you what I can do.
So, you just hit on some real shit, though. In the grand scheme of somebody being able to bring something to the table, there are going to be times when you may cross a path with a person who the only thing that they can bring is sex. Do you still fuck with them or not? You know what I'm saying? And if you choose to still fuck with them, that's your decision. You know what I mean? You got to round out what you.
Right. Stop complaining about they be calling you T Gray. He don't even got a table. Bitch, he told you he don't got a table to bring nothing to it. You got to bring the table. But this is what you agreed upon. And if you agreed upon, let's get to it. Let's live. Let's have fun. Oh, you want a little bit of change? If I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your mentality. The problem is people always live for the next person about what they say or think. It doesn't matter. You got to do you but we all gonna leave this place. I don't care who you are. We all gotta go. Don't you want to? And I'm talking to everyone. Don't you want to say to yourself, "I did it my way." You understand? You might not can't control how you go out. Like right now, we could be talking, and the Scud missile come and hit this, and I'm gone. I might not can't control that, but I got a choice to control what I do every day up until then. You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the best me that I can be. And I'm explaining to you what you're getting into. Because I can't deal with no whining. That whining and excuse me, I can't, man. I know women get mad at bitch ass dudes, but I can't stand no bitch ass woman, man. I can't. I can't stand no whining, crying ass woman. It might be unfortunate that your uncle touched you when you was 13, but bitch, I ain't here. Either go to therapy or counseling. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or we can talk about it, but stop making that excuse why you can't be great. Stop making that excuse why that person beside you can't be them. We always want somebody to be how we think they should be, but if somebody did that to you, then they going to hell. What kind of backwards, you know what I'm saying, hypocrisy is that?
So
I can control you, T. Gray, but as soon as you tell me what to do, you wrong. No, it don't work that way.
So I'm sure in your experience, you have come across women who are damaged. I had Hope Flood on before, and we were talking about men who are damaged, because there's a lot of men out there like that. What do you think about people who think that they can fix a person through these kinds of relationships, or through sex, or through whatever? What do you think about that?
I think a person can help, and I think a person can mean well with them helping, but they can also make it worse. I call it blind ambition. Like, I remember when I was in the Army, and it was a girl that I was digging back then. I might have been 19 years old, and I ain't know shit about cars. Again, trying to impress her. She got smoke coming from her hood. You know what I'm saying? Popped the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I lifted up. I saw where the smoke coming from. I start unhooking shit. All she needed was a thermostat. But I done fucked around. Something that cost $30. Now you need $300 worth of damage. I meant well, but I still made it worse. You did? We have to be strong enough as individuals to either let damaged people go, or we have to be strong enough to be honest with them to say, hey, this is what I'm here for, and this is what I want. It don't mean necessarily you're going to get it. Now, if the damaged person getting their feelings, and that's on them. But you said, I told you, T. Gray, I'm bringing good dick over here. That's what I'm bringing, and some Wendy's. That's all I can do right now. But if I come to the door, so you ain't gonna paint my bathroom, you ain't gonna put up the back. I told you I wasn't doing that shit. Now, if you get mad at that, then that's on you. That's the thing people need to start doing, because none of us is qualified to fix damaged people. You got people in that profession. You can help or try to help, but I think you just need to be honest with them. And again, our selfishness, and especially I'm speaking from a man's perspective, I got to hit for the record book, or that's when we get in trouble, man. Because sometimes women will tell you that they're damaged, or they'll show you. And if you see it, bounce. Bounce. If it get that bad that you tired of jacking off, fellas, pay for pussy. There's women out here who will willingly take your money, but now your pride ain't gonna let you do it. If it's all the sex that you want, if it's just the sex you want, it's women who will do that. It's regular everyday women. They don't gotta be walking the street. They don't gotta smoke crack. It's everyday women that if you offer the right amount of money, she be like, bring it, nigga, bring it. That's all I'm saying. But if you see somebody sitting around, she all rocking and shit, she crying because her father wasn't around, and you know, man, you fuck shit out of her. Dog, which you the calm before the storm, my nigga. So, and then we always get mad at her. Fuck wrong with her. Nigga, you know what's wrong with her. Leave her be. Let her be. Some women don't want to be fixed. Some women don't want to be saved. As men, we just got to figure it out. And once we find out, man, leave. Stop letting your pride say, I got it. No, because you're going to make it worse. You're going to make it worse. Because then she either going to go off, she's going to get vindictive to the point that she's going to hurt something physical that everybody can see, or she's going to run behind some other nigga who don't know no better, and he going to fuck you up. He going to fuck you up. I'm telling you, because she going to tell her some shit. He gonna believe it because he just got his dick sucked. It can be a flat out lie. You be trying to explain to him, dog, I ain't do that. You want to hear that shit, man? I'm coming to fuck you up because she told you leave her alone. She hit me. She told you leave, and then there it is, man. There it is. So
there it is. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay, LO just laid out the whole Bible on y'all.
No, man.
Okay,
no
he just put
Bible.
out. He just put out the. I don't even know what to call it. The fuck with me. I dare you to fuck with me. good.
No,
Book 1, how to find out if the broad is crazy. Like book 2, this bitch is damaged. Like I get it.
I mean, but what we gonna do? But here's another tricky aspect, man. When I say the world is a contradiction, a lot of times me being as forward as I am, I'm a forward person. I mean, you know that as forward as I am, it can hurt me. It can be respected, but it can hurt me. But I've built up a suit of armor over the years to understand that. And fellas, you got to do that. If you want to be the one who keep it real, some women don't know how to take it. You understand? And they'd rather just not deal with that. So let's just stop. What I'm saying to men, stop trying to control women in that aspect. Like, damn, if she's not the type that she's ready to accept someone who's forward and truthful, bounce. Just bounce, fellas, please, man. If we're gonna be kings, we gotta start conducting ourselves as. You gotta bounce, man. Just bounce. There's too many women out here, man. There's women out here that'll take care of you. There's women out here to give you money for sex, man. Just fellas, leave her be. If you see she's not receptive to that, just bounce. I know it's easier said than done, but it's really that simplistic. Not easy, but it's that simplistic. Bounce. And I've learned that. I don't want to deal with your mouth, your headache, all of that, because I'm in the public light. And if I see that you're going to be in the way to try to impede that, wow. You got it. I'm like, you got it. You got it. It don't take away from the fact that y'all crazy and emotional. It doesn't. I'm teaching my men so they can have a king's mentality. Bounce. Y'all still don't got it all. I don't give a damn what you say. And all your listeners and viewers, you know what I'm saying? They can hit me. Matter of fact, follow me on Instagram under Owens Ordeal and leave your comment because it ain't gonna make no difference to me. You know what I'm saying? OWENSORDEAL, Owens Ordeal. If anybody want to continue this conversation, do it with T-Gray because I ain't fucking with y'all. Don't hit me up with that bullshit because it's what it is, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. I'm speaking from a man's perspective. Women get mad at men, but I'm a man. I'm not a woman. That's the most simplistic thing they always overlook.
Ain't nobody mad. Okay, listen.
Oh, I know.
I can more than definitely appreciate your perspective. You brought a lot to the interview today. You schooled some niggas today. You've given great advice today. I'm not taking nothing away from that. And I don't necessarily feel like you were woman bashing or anything else. You're speaking your own personal perspective.
Love black women.
Some people, can listen to what you said and genuinely apply it. Some people are in situations that are not of their best interest and they don't know how to decipher that. They don't know how to navigate it. You just laid some shit out. So,
And let me say this before we go. Like I said, follow me, Owens Ordeal. If you want to cash at me, same thing, $ Owens Ordeal. But here's the most important thing for the people who don't know me, who are your fans who don't know me. I practice what I preach. Tell a quick story for your fan base and viewers. When I first met T. Gray, she came up to me. I didn't know her A for Adam, but she's already known of me and seen me perform. So she came up to me and she was like, look, I think you're great. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. You are funny. You one of my bow, 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 bow. Okay, bow. We was at a comedy show. I was opening up for Brother Man. So, but then she go and interview Brother Man. And I felt some kind of way. And what happened was that I took it out on her subconsciously because so many people have come to me and tell me how great I am. But then to me, they run behind a name. And I'm better than that name. I'm funnier than that name. So if I'm so great and you say you want to interview the name, why not interview the person on the come up? That's how it went to me because you was like the umpteenth person that had that happen to me before. That's why. So what I'm saying to men is that, and why I'm on women to do the same thing, because I took the blow and I pulled T. Gray to the side and apologized to her face to let her know that I was wrong because of my back issues with people who tell me how great I am, but then don't. And I'm gonna give an example. I remember, I don't want to say names because cats get petty, but this when I was living in Atlanta, and it was a comedian in Atlanta was like, if y'all want to interview somebody, interview him. And it was the people at Comedy Hype, right? You know how they always interview people or whatever. Interview him. That dude looked at me, you know what I'm saying, like I was the one that started the coronavirus. And I'm like, so, and I try to converse with him and he was all standoffish and funky and cold. I'm like, but you on this comedian's dick. He telling the dick you on is telling you this is you need to interview. And you still, so I've always had that issue. If I'm so great to y'all, why do y'all chase these names? But then on the back end tell me, but you funny. I don't want to hear that. Give me my just due to be able to say that, and let's get out. It came across as phony to me. And what it was, it triggered something. And then when that happened with you, I took it out on you. So I even say it again, that's on me. I deeply apologize for that. But you caught me at a moment like, you telling me how great I am, but you go and interview this nigga? Because that's what happens with me. And it's just frustrating as a comedian because everybody always follow that name and think that name is the best. No, it's these dudes on these Zoom interviews. We be the better ones. We be the funnier ones, and we can't get through that door. And when we ask y'all for help to get us through the door, it's like, it's only you supposed to do that. And it's like, come on, man, but you will go follow the big name and then turn around and say, well, he's not funny. But you elevated him. Elevate somebody who is funny. It don't got to be me, but anybody else you think elevate them to give them that opportunity to bring their level of comedy to the forefront. So, and ever since then, me and T-Grade has been like this. I tell you, boys and girls, real talk. So like I practice what I preach. So that's why I'm on women to say, hold yourself accountable when you're wrong, say you're wrong, and let's keep it moving. T-Grade was like, I understand, because I didn't know. And after that, we've been ever since.
Yes, and I do appreciate you being a man, coming to me and apologizing. Most definitely. Most definitely.
I was dead ass wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Most definitely.
But it still ain't going to affect any of your freaks who want good dick. So I want to put that back in there.
No. All the freaks that want some good dick, clearly Lawrence is for sale for a certain price. I don't know. But
Owens,
whatever it is, I'm pretty sure.
Owens.
I'm pretty sure I get 20%. My Cash App is TGRAYE. I'm pretty sure I get 20%. Any ass that you get subsequent to this interview that yields a financial gain, I'm pretty sure I get 20%.
Subsequent to it. I don't know what none of that shit means. Right then and there, I ain't signing that contract, man. Subsequent to it. That sounds like some old white community that don't like niggas. Where you from? I'm from subsequent to it, Connecticut. I ain't with all that shit you saying. No, go on with that.
Give my money. From 9 to 5. Okay. Give my 20%.
Hey, T-Grade, keep doing what you do. I respect what you do. Keep doing what you do. You understand? Keep continuing to be great. Keep continuing to master your lane. I'm rooting for you. And I really appreciate you today. This was fun. This was fun.
It was fantastic. And you kept your clothes on. Thank you.
Because ain't nobody cash at me. You know what I'm saying? They cash at me earlier. So I gave a little quick OnlyFans teaser.
That's what you need to do. Start an OnlyFans page, because, baby.
See, I ain't dealing with these freaks. Now, if some women get too freaky, you ain't going to be out in public trying to suck on titties and grabbing my meat. No, I ain't with all that. You understand? We can do it behind the closed door or bump that. You understand what I'm saying? You hear me faking, but as soon as they do it, I'm the first nigga. Come on.
Real quick. Thank you so much for being on the Love Below. I truly appreciate it. You are funny as hell. We all know. Yeah, so thank you.
Great. Appreciate you, baby. Tag me in this on Instagram so I can share it as well. Appreciate you, mama.
All right.
All right, booby.